Good day. Good day. Good day.
End, all covered in sand, hot and dry, with no fresh water. The people there call themselves the Blemius. They have neither head nor neck. Their face is in the middle of their belly, and these Blemius breed horses with huge ears and birds born out of mud.
Is going around our city, and the only defense is piety and virtue. Especially in these times, we have to heed the commandments, because there are
a fine day for some fine
human form who can't wait till our city plunges into...
I'm going to see the Mint Master. May I enter?
Any fool could say that. What do you want from him?
I have an appointment with him.
All right. Go ahead, then. But don't waste too much of his time.
I'm glad to see you again.
You have the gall to show me your face again? I'll call the guards.
Hold your horses. I'll come in peace. Actually, I have a little offer for you.
You've come to blackmail me again?
Call it what you like. I need to get into the City Council Assembly, and I reckon you can help me.
The Assembly? The one King Sigismund is supposed to attend in person?
Surely you wouldn't deny me a chance to meet the king?
Don't try that on me. This is connected with Ruthard, isn't it? And tell the truth.
I want to know what Sigismund tells the council. I hear it'll be important.
You want to spy? Do you know what you're risking? And what I'd be risking? Forget it.
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position and your head on your shoulders, you better shape up.
All right, all right. Maybe we can make a deal. If I get you into the council, you'll behave appropriately and you won't betray yourself, or especially me. And that will be the end of our business together.
All right. That seems like a fair deal.
You can get into the council assembly relatively easily. My cook's son will be serving there. He's roughly around your age. Maybe he can be persuaded to let you stand in for him. Although, not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to serve the King of Hungary.
Who's this boy?
Franta's his name. Franta Cooldown. He's an idler and a boozer, but he's proved his... Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission to serve. Otherwise, you won't be...
What will I need to work as a waiter there?
Fast feet and good manners. And the livery of a royal...
Excuse me?
Or do you think you can serve the king in a torn shirt and muddy...
Well, no. But I never heard about any livery before.
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the king. Don't even show up there.
Where can I find the cook?
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today, from Master Tailor Schneider. You'll almost certainly run into... That is, if he's up and about after his boozing bout. I swear that fellow practically lives at that Tin Hen.
At the what?
That German alehouse, the Iron Eagle. That is Zum Eisernen Adler.
What would work on him? How can I persuade him to give me his job?
Would you like me to give you a letter for him? I told you how to get to the assembly. Now do your part.
I'll be going then. See you at the council.
Just make sure we both come out of it alive.
A fine day for some fine wares.
Shopping here, and you're in the
Crackling.
Praise God.
Come and take your pick. New wares. The finest ware. Honey pies. Pies like no other. Melt on your needle like thread. Pins. Silk thread. Bread here.
belts
Rye
from
bread.
the finest leather.
Here
Leather
they are.
water.
Come and
The
buy
best
some
fabric.
good
The
bread.
finest work. I nearly left my fingers.
Greetings. I'd like to...
Surely you can wait a while. I have a customer here. Here you are. The finest fabric. Intricate work. You won't find the likes anywhere else in this town.
No more than I'd expect after the amount they cost. Thanks. I'll gladly recommend you if anyone asks. And you impatient fella, what was it you wanted?
You must be Franta Cooldown.
I am. And who might you be?
I'm Henry. I heard you're supposed to serve at the City Council Assembly.
I am. What's it to you?
Supposing I took the job on for you. You can put your feet up, fill your belly, and I'll do all the work for you.
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's well paid. Apart from that, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. Them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine, while I run around like a bugger with pitchers so they don't run dry. Why would you want to stick your nose in there?
I want to see the king in the flesh.
Why's that?
I heard a lot about him. How he won lots of battles, how he's courageous, just...
And as bad-tempered as the devil. He's got the councillors shitting themselves, fearing what's coming at this assembly. The more I think about it, the happier I am about not having to be there. To begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council and you're capable of serving even His Majesty. Look here. Do you have any idea what's expected of you? Can you tell different wines apart and that?
Of course. Who do you take me for?
All right. No need to get upset. Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent you, and think up some good excuse. Clear?
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. I had a brand new one made. Here it is. I look like a prick in it. Hopefully it'll sit better on you. The main thing is, don't lose it before the assembly, or get it covered in shit.
Thanks. I won't disgrace you, I promise.
You better not.
2 plates.
Embroidery.
Help!
Embroidery. Hey. Ribbons of all colors.
Have a bowl as well. Sound as a bell. Yellow and red. Buy some apples.
Good to see you.
Come and see the criminal! A miscreant! Who couldn't keep his hands off other people's lots and curses. Gather round! He had the nimblest fingers in the land. And in the very same tavern, he was caught breaking into a cupboard and chests. He tried to...
Grüß Gott, Meister Heinrich.
Are you satisfied with our repair of the clock, Master Bailiff?
Well, if I'm honest, I didn't...
You were about to call the guard.
Are you surprised? The councillors were laughing in my face. Aber gut, ich hätte mehr Vertrauen.
Gott zum Gruße.
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming. What's wrong with him?
He crippled his leg. He can't even stand up. Never mind serve guests.
Is it serious? That's all we need. Having to find a new waiter.
No, it won't come to that. It just looks like a twisted ankle. A few days, and he'll be right as rain.
All right. Well, I suppose we'll just have to manage with you for today. We can't be without a waiter here, when the king himself will need waiting on. So, let's have a look at you. Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure. Here it is.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along with your other stuff. You won't be needing it anyway. You don't want to be dragging a load if you're running around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokaib or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarjitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right. Sir Adam of Zarjit stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
To stay in the background and keep quiet until someone asks me something?
Correct. The councillors have a lot to discuss, and they certainly don't need any interruptions. And in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide... Understood?
Absolutely. I'm a waiter, after all.
Correct. And if you manage not to botch it up, you can even rise on the social ladder. Not but you'll manage it, right?
I've got something
Something more important than this. If you need to go for a piss or get something to eat, off you go. But...
Here I am.
Let's have a look at you then. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along... You don't want to be dragging everything as it... Do you know what you have to do?
I know everything I need to.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait...
There are the pictures of wine. Hopefully I won't splash anyone's shoes.
Is a joke, and on top of that, the army was requisitioning from it. Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any
You
Räuber
there,
in the
lad.
domain?
A cup of red.
What are you getting?
And don't you skip on
Elvis?
me.
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing. That Hackenbüchel. Hand cannon. Can you believe
Come
it?
now, waiter. I
Where
wanted
did
red.
they get them?
You're the one who should know where they got them. Since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them. Therefore,
Thank you, waiter.
it is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Elvis? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that
I
your
fancy
stubborn
some
heads
Tokai.
do not realize
Refill,
what
boy.
Schwierigkeiten this is. The Dry Devil is running free. There are Raubricker everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down, and you want to defend yourselves.
Hey, where's
with
my
a
wife?
few rusty halberds.
And who is it you want to fight? Exactly.
I'm not allowed.
The
This is
merciful King
unbelievable.
Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment.
Hey,
What if he
waiter,
heard you?
pour me some monastery
What
wine.
then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Elvis. But where can we get the coin
I
for
apologize,
better
sir.
equipment?
We can always
wine?
confiscate
Red.
the property
Am I
of the
speaking
king's
in Latin?
enemies. Nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the Yemenlich state of our armory. And the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes.
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a
Sir?
preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
You mean baths or brothels?
I'd like some monastery wine. Refill my cup, boy.
So, the cleanliness of the
Good idea,
city
sir.
is not
This is unbelievable.
what it should be. The current baths in the city fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
You're right. We do have the new baths in Hopbrink, and Adam's old ones.
More
But
wine,
I hear
Master
the Hopbrink
Bailiff.
baths are more of a pigsty.
They still are a bit, but the quality went downhill at Adams, too.
What? Pray tell. I thought you were a frequent customer there.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Where can I find this goblet?
Use your eyes and come right back with it, understood?
If someone needs to wash, there's a river just a few steps from the city walls.
Certainly. And they can get leeches there for free as well. And while he's there, a man can shave and take a... you-know-what.
So what? Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
Have you forgotten the Black Death? A great many people died needlessly.
Are you questioning God's plan? The Black Death had nothing to do with the baths, unless the Lord wishes to punish the wickedness that's going on in there.
Keeping the city
Nice. Whose silver might this be?
Arguing about who is going to wash where and how.
My study. So, did you find it?
I did, Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
Streets here. Sewage, rats, slop, and rubbish. The least we can do for the citizens is to provide them with a place to wash up.
What nonsense! Next, you'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nars's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth. Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What of the king heard us?
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit.
Waiter,
and as we
pour
know,
me red wine.
Gunslin absolutely hates him.
He can hate
Look
all he
out.
wants, as long as he does no damage. Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure what to reply.
Monastery
I'm
wine.
speaking
Here.
about the Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
Well, thank the Lord.
Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
My ears must be deceiving.
Waiter!
Are you
Pour me
defending
red wine.
Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I don't like Rutard, true, but in this case,
Waiter!
it really was
I want
nothing.
monastery
Everyone
wine.
in the city gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated.
Thank you,
I
waiter.
don't think Rutard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king is here.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's
Hey,
move on.
waiter. I'm sorry,
Pour me some
Andreas,
monastery
but
wine.
I wouldn't brush it off so quickly. Why do I have the feeling you're not telling us the whole truth, Ulrich?
Are you accusing me of lying?
Those are strong words, my friend. Nobody said anything like that, did they?
Well,
Then
thank
why
the Lord.
doesn't he tell us what really happened?
I'm not keeping anything from you, but there's little truth to the rumors circulating around the town. Yes, Rutard and I had a little disagreement, but we ended it quickly because his daughter wanted to get involved. I didn't want to expose the girl to any unpleasant sights.
So Rutard is hiding behind his own daughter's skirts.
As if it wasn't enough that he sent his son to die defending the city.
All right. If we really don't have anything new to say, let's turn the page.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. I could understand it with mercenaries, students, other scum of all kinds, but city councillors?
Be specific, Forsooker.
Boy, I'd
Are you
like some
blaming
wine.
one of us?
Ah, and look who
I
spoke
apologise, sir.
first.
First
one?
of all,
Tokai,
it wasn't
white.
a duel.
Are you deaf?
It's supposed to be an honorable combat. And I didn't even take part in it.
And that's the only reason you're still here on the council and not in the pillory.
If you want to blame somebody, you should point the finger at the youngster here who's...
Excuse me.
Don't hang around me.
Never mind.
Vanish, you hear me?
I suspect the gentleman
As
from
you
the
wish.
city sword fighting school
Sir
brought
Ulrich.
this custom
Go,
to us.
go.
That
I
German
want to see
Menhard
you again.
is just hanging around the market looking for trouble.
Don't be ridiculous, Forsooker. You act like you've never been in a
Everything
fight
in order?
yourself.
Not quite.
And to accuse
But I think
a
you might be able to
swordsmaster
help me.
without
Come
a
here.
shred of proof. We're not some old fishwives in the marketplace.
So you will just leave it be?
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while...
All right. I'll get them.
I knew I could count on you. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
But
Because I'm bored, and because I told you.
The town council is squabbling constantly at the Emperor Charles, and no one is left unscathed.
And you, a councillor, let people throw dirt on
that
our
was
work.
easy enough. And he
If
wanted
I
me to
threw out
count the
everyone
winged
who
figures.
complains over a beer, I'd soon be out of customers.
Ah, to hell with it. We'll never get anywhere like this. Why waste our time?
So, let's see what you've got for me.
I found your gloves, sir.
Really? Let's see them. And did you count those winged figures?
I counted 24, sir.
And you counted correct. Good. Here you are, so you can have a bit of fun in the evening too, eh?
There's the eternal dispute over the cathedrals. The building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers, right under our noses. It's just a village with a monastery, and they are going to make a oil mining city. Why can't we build faster? Hire more craftsmen, start with night shifts.
Haven't you noticed there's a war going on? Are the experts from far off supposed to work in a city under siege?
I apologize, sir.
Besides,
which one?
I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the city behind your complaints.
Oh, you do? Do you? And what would that be?
Like, for instance, that you'd like to have your altar there?
So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
Then hell freezes over, my friend. Your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ah! I think not.
Excuse me? You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral, just like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you? I acquired my seat for the services our guild
Boy,
provided
I'd like some
and
white.
still provides to the crown.
I hope you're not supplying equipment to the army.
colorblind?
If that's all they have,
Right.
they would be defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells from the alehouse on Obrig.
What ne'er-do-wells?
Those wrestlers of theirs, of course. People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Oh, this is news to me.
It's you? I see you've come up in the world. From a bathhouse boy to a waiter. You'll go a long way.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten. What do we have
Might
to
make
discuss
councillor one day.
You're a merry soul, lad. I like that.
I'm telling you, something is being planned. Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Azonal Juchek Össe, Elegiop Katonaikat, Ishkelkinek Udra.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Like this man of fights!
Come now, Father. Put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malashov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
Do you know any of the...
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like this...
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they're keeping mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have some...
I wouldn't be too sure. But... what do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the...
I'll leave that to the older and wise.
How does it feel?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate free...
Or, until you become...
No fear of that in my case. Wine...
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a... But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests.
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of...
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as...
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
What a load of shit.
God be with you, my friend.
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your... community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. And we are both a little on... I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community. And this is Samuel.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at?
Because we all need to. And why would they not stare when you...
Are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here. The situation in the town and the kingdom. You have men and weapons. We have...
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid...
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzig Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. We did not get off to...
I reckon the two of you would hit it off. He's reliable, and has his heart in the right place. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not he was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Wait, a blacksmith, you say? From Scarlet's?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry, and raised him as his own, on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzik Kobila, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink.
For that, there will be...
Excuse me. I'd better not drink.
Better communion wine than kosher.
Everything all right?
I can't wait for it to end, so we can...
I reckon you'd have to be pretty brave to come and mingle with the Kuttenberg lords.
Or pretty pissed off.
Or that.
We will leave as soon as we can. Anyway, all of these worthy gentlemen will be relieved when we are out of sight.
Would you tell me something about your community?
What can I tell you? It was never exactly glorious. And now especially, everyone is quaking that...
Surely it won't be that bad.
There are many fools who would rather take out their gall on us and start to fight among... In times of uncertainty, it is always the...
But how do you expect to reconcile? Warring and diplomacy make poor bets.
Warring is no solution. Even that gloomy captain knows that. What
I've finally accepted the invitation. I almost lost all hope.
It's not that I didn't want you, but understand that my absence from the city council is absent.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin. A friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of I am a warrior, a traveler, a
My word. Isn't that a...
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off. How did you end up imprisoned in Malashov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. And only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate...
That needs some explanation.
Oh, misère.
You're quite mistaken.
Ah, this Bohemia is a strange land. I have seen farmhands, children, and even women fighting. Do tell me about it. No doubt you fought on...
My last big battle was in Kosovo.
I've heard of this battle.
Aye. And it was there I decided it was nothing for me. So I settled down.
Then, what are you doing here?
The Lord moves in mysterious ways. You say you're a poet?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood. And besides, few here would understand.
Where have you been on your travels?
But of course! If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan, and if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome.
How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. My great benefit is my strong connection there. Everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here, too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health.
And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
It depends what it's all about.
A little delicate diplomacy. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings?
That's a weak word.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
If Sigismund decides to mount an attack on the camp, it'd be a massacre.
Ah, but it won't. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves, but he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion?
More
more like in parallel. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
You've got an interesting way of approaching things.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless death, and also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
I'll help you.
I'll give you 3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt, Haman Alder, and Anna of Waldstein. If you can get those 3 on our side, meanwhile...
What if it doesn't work?
I refuse to even consider that outcome. Because it would mean
Tell me a bit more about those people.
Certainly.
Botchek of Kunstadt. I know.
That's just the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence. He doesn't play the big game. Because he doesn't like... He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind up, not even a pair of ox...
Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg Chancellor?
He still is. The only one who retained his position. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kuttenberg. So his day's in the count, but he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers.
Anna of Waldstein. The widow of that...
Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not...
I was quite surprised to see her here.
A male affair? So far, Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young... But don't trust appearances. She's got claws, she knows how to do her sums, and she certainly has no love lost for Sigismund.
And what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband's money.
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. And she knows there are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth, and that it was thanks to her...
Why me?
Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You know how to talk, and you're not... You and your friend Henry are similar in that respect. That there aren't many like you two...
I'll get on it then.
I wish us both luck. Before...
Success to our plans. God be with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support. And your money.
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
Hit the nail on the head again, Mom. You're well informed.
I am rarely mistaken.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine. And beneficial deals.
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all of those things.
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. And I have yet to hear any interesting offers. So, to the point. What is it that Liechtenstein wants from me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help? Why should I, of all people, take the risk?
It's not only your money we're interested in. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on two fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Do you have something in particular in mind?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't get into the wrong hands.
Who's that?
Harmon Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
And these papers I'm supposed to switch?
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between myself and certain...
You were dealing with the enemy?
They were not the enemy at the time. My conscience is clear. But...
And the papers I'm supposed to plant?
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating one...
I'm supposed to...
Harmon Alder was given the documents to deliver to the camp. He hasn't yet had a chance to look at them. So he won't...
Have you fallen out with the Town Councillor?
No. Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives from that... They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband. And the fact that I'm handling his estates...
All right, I'll help you.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the outer courtyard. Bring them to me, and but watch yourself. Odorin's groom has up.
Jesus Christ. Greetings to you.
I'll tell you, nobody has the likes of these.
Not even Bocek?
Not even Bocek.
I'd like to check your horses out, and see if they're as good as you say.
Ha! Even better. But you won't believe it until you see for yourself.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them. Well, we have a new guest.
I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave. Or to arrest my guests some more?
I want to have a word with Alder.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize, Father.
For interrupting our conversation? Or just for being you?
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up, then. What are you doing here?
We'll talk later and in private. Right now, we have more important things to attend to.
Don't try my patience.
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat. I got him a place at the Archbishopric. Only it wasn't long before... And then, I find out he's settled in some... But he took his boozing and whoring along with him. Lost everything, and then... Came...
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the out...
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the wait...
You're exaggerating. Like you've always done.
Me? Exaggerating? Your whores wandering around as if they...
Oh, actually, anything fun was... But maybe you ought to try it yourself sometime. Then maybe you wouldn't be...
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you...
That's enough!
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
I refuse to fight. I'm here as an envoy, not a jester.
You've got no other option. You insulted...
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for violence. I can have a word in private with Lord Odorin, the second, as he desires.
Out of the question. This uncouth loud needs, and he's got plenty to learn from Christopher. By God's grace.
You want satisfaction? You'll get nothing. Suit yourself, then. We'll fight. Come to the outer courtyard.
After you.
Well, that's that.
Shouldn't we rather...
No. Christopher would...
Make room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back.
Stand firm! Otherwise, the first strike will put you on your ass!
Enough! That will do! My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that? Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. But you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me out of the archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Aye. Well, I apologize for going off like that. I had to.
So Father would be satisfied. Only he'll never be satisfied.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become...
Not at all. I remember him this... When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
The first time he took me hunting, he let me starve for 3 days until I was able to shoot my first hare.
Only 3 days? He got soft.
I always wondered who you were.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and but now I have a chance to...
And that's why you want to talk to all...
I've got to get him on our side and to cooperate with us.
Aren't we all on the same side?
Maybe everyone's saying that.
After your encounter with Father... Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want...
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me.
All right, then. It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to...
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he...
I expect Alder's not the only one you're after.
You got...
Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible and...
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need...
You're starting to sound like...
What brings you here? God bless.
Aren't you a bit bored?
What's your problem? The horses are fed and watered. I'm not idle.
God forbid. But standing around here must be a...
Not really.
I left something behind in the shed and now I need it. So, would you let me in?
Is that so? And what are you after there?
Oh, just a wee gift for Lord Odorin.
The younger or the elder?
Do you think there are 2 lords of Raborsh? For Martin Odorin.
All right, all right. Go ahead.
I've got those papers from Alder for you.
Quiet! You don't have to announce it to everyone.
My lady, with all the clamor going on here, Here they are.
You're more capable than I expected.
You're welcome. And now you're part of the bargain.
As agreed. I will support
Thank you, noble lady. God will...
Yes, quite. But let's drink.
How could I refuse a toast with such a fine lady?
And to the success of our...
Sir, I don't believe...
Nor I, until now. I am Sir Conrad, Lord of Wächter, and you are the heir to the...
Used to be. My father's somewhat...
And I used to be the Royal Mint, until the King decided to replace...
Are you going to support...
I haven't quite decided yet. It's true that displeasure against the King... But if our rebellion were to come face to face with Sigismund's army...
Do you think you might get your position?
I doubt it. Half the town hates Vavak, but no one would even think of saying a word. And he knows that his security stands and falls with his function. So he... We've got quite a... More than you think. If my memory doesn't deceive, so I recollect at least from my recent...
Served.
Even so. Before King Wenceslas appointed me his mint master, I was a priest.
And now look at us. We have cast off our robes and merrily hatched plot.
There's no point in waiting for divine intervention. On the contrary, the current state of affairs...
It was a pleasure.
Likewise.
We're trying to forge an alliance against our common enemy.
They're trying to do one thing, one...
Sir Bocek, I need to speak with you for a moment.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to... Yobs comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all...
On the contrary. I've come here with an idea...
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men-at-arms as a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my money yet.
How can I persuade you?
I need guarantees of security. I don't want to end up like Rutar.
Of course. Once it comes to protecting property, ideals go out the window.
You can talk, since you haven't got a pot to piss in yourself. If you were in my position, you'd think differently. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, I can't risk it all in a conflict.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund?
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept.
How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
He may be young, but he's got something between his ears. He's got battle experience. And when he gets the estate that's his by right, he'll be well secured for life.
If he gets it. Right now, Hanush lords over Rattay and seems quite happy with that state of affairs. On the other hand, the Lords of Lipa have a good reputation, and maybe it's not such a bad idea.
So, will you support our plan?
You're selling the skin of a boar that's still grunting. First, I want a confirmation that the wedding will take place.
And what if Lord...
I don't care what the young lord thinks. If he agrees, I'll be happy.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop dilly.
Take a look at that.
Sir Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
You do? Let's hear it then.
I've gained us a powerful ally.
And who is it? I hope it's not one of those Kuttenberg stuffed guts.
On the contrary, it's Bocek, the Elder of Kunstadt and Podjebrad.
Kunstadt? By Christ, he's the last one I'd have expected to step up. How the hell did you do it?
Well, there's one little catch. I had to promise him... I don't even know how to begin.
Out with it.
Lord Kunstadt has a niece, so... I arranged a betrothal for young Lord Capon, with your blessing if you agree.
Hans Capon is to marry Yitka of Kunstadt. Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to marry Kunstadt's daughter?
Niece.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
Or you could make me the Abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself. But let's drink to it, shall we?
Cheers!
Cheers to you, and to your parleying skills.
What was it?
Sir Bocek, your niece Yitka can start preparing for her wedding.
So Hanush agreed, without reservations.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain without reservation.
Thank you, Lord of Kunstadt.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink. What do you say?
Cheers to the beautiful Lady Yitka and the unhappy Lord Capon.
Here's to a good bargain.
I'm still hoping it works out, and we walk out of here with a clear plan.
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion of the negotiations.
Is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said, miracles happen where you least expect them. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you bring us?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kunstadt will support our cause.
Both of them? Good heavens, what did you promise them?
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink. So if you'll excuse me, my lords?
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes. And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the Balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
Yes! The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslaus, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere, point them to the Jewish quarter, and give them free rein to do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wenceslas' side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see, All you have to do is make sure the city rabble get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of... Has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants! Chicken shit!
I apologize, sire. I'll do...
All I hear from you over and over again, I therefore place the City Council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps... But that... You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But, unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. The council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Marquardt, was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly, we have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslaus' reign brought to us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves. Jobst does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities. And get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp's nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Magnus. And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king. You did a good job, waiter. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, Your Majesty.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Raposh. Alderin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Odolin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosh will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine, boy.
No. We shall have white. We have had enough of red.
White it is. Quickly! If Raposh falls, others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
If need be, we could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
But to bring it here to the square at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
Surely you don't want to break in?
I'm filled with grief. Look, the roast is calling out. Begging to be eaten.
I couldn't resist either. The sausages were awesome. We were sneaking around with the widow of Barclay. They got by without a soap. He's gone. Sooner or later return to this country. Let's drink to that.
Life is
You're right.
You fucking mate.
Godwin!
You in need of something, my well-oiled...
I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success. As they say, all's well that ends well. So, to brighter tomorrows.
Touching.
Come now. What's become of your poetic soul?
I never had one.
Truly? Not...
Oh, maybe once. The older I get, the worse it is.
See now. Only there's nothing to drink. We've run dry.
Fuck. I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old bread.
Well,
his lordship is so unsteady on his legs, he can't make it as far as the keg.
To hell with that keg slop. I had my eye on him all evening. He had pitchers brought and left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs. Try and find one of those.
You can bet on it. I
don't dare.
To be eaten.